Hey guys, Simon and Alex here from Top Tennis Training with another tale from the tour. So Alex, what was the longest match you ever played in your pro career?
Well, that would have to be my match that I played in a Davis Cup playoff. So it was to basically for who gets to play for Britain the Davis Cup match. It was against Ukraine, and at that time they decided to do a playoff between the top 4 in Britain at the time. Murray wasn't playing, so from 2 till 5th and 2nd to 5th in Britain, we had to do a playoff. And at the time I was number 4. And I ended up playing a match that lasted 5 hours and 50 minutes.
That's brutal.
That was a brutal match, and both of us were cramping at the end, and I ended up losing the match, something like 6-4 in the 5th. And it was, yeah, I came off the court kind of completely destroyed, and I was sitting in the changing room just, oh my god, that was terrible. But I was feeling even worse, not just because I lost, but because during the match, a few things happened. Now, my dad, who's a big admirer of mine, he followed me from a young age, has taken me to tournaments, and he supports me like crazy, and he's a big tennis fan. But when I play, he becomes very different. He finds it very difficult to control his emotions.
Yep.
So I've had him, jump onto the fence and scream things. I've had him come on the court mid-match and break my racket in half. So
wow,
it's things like this. Yeah.
That's
so
intense.
during this time, obviously, there was quite a big occasion, and I think he got the better of him. And I was 2 sets to 1 up, so this was a 5-set match. And the 4th set went all the way. I think it was like a 7-6 tiebreak. We had to finish and win that set on the tiebreak, and I lost that set, so it went to 2-set all. And I remember looking up in the stands, kind of like really gutted, and I look at my dad, and he's high-fiving my opponent's parents, and going, "Come on, Josh!" He was playing another guy, a friend of mine actually, Josh Goodall, and he was the number 2 in Britain at the time. And yeah, he was high-fiving my opponent's friend and my opponent's parents. So obviously I got really upset, called him a traitor, and called him a traitor mid-match, and
brutal.
And got the security guards to escort him out because yeah, it was affecting me. And obviously after that, I kind of
yeah, 2 guys to fight, not just one.
Yeah. So I ended up losing the match. I mean, I didn't lose it because of that, but it definitely played a big part. And after a while, I asked him, I said, "Why did you do that? Why were you supporting the other guy?" And he's like, "Oh, I thought it'd bring some sports anger out of you. I thought it'd make you try harder." I was thinking, you're playing mind games with me at 2 sets all in a 5-set match after I've played for 5 hours. You think I've got like any time for that? You think, you think I need that in my head right now? So yeah, he's got a few different ideas to try and motivate me.
To bring out the best in you.
To bring out the best in me, but that wasn't the best one. I wouldn't recommend that to any of the parents that are watching. Don't support the opponent, even if it's in some moments you feel like it. So yeah, that's my story, and yeah, I didn't speak to him for probably about 2 or 3 weeks after that. I really, I wanted,
didn't want to see him.
Didn't want to see him. I didn't want to speak to him. I thought he was a traitor. But yeah, now after that, obviously I let him go and watch my matches, and he's been fine. I guess he just
mellowed out.
Well, I don't think he did, but I think he learned to keep it inside.
Yeah.
Keep it inside. So, but he does still, even like when I was playing to the end of my career, he still used to walk out of matches. I could just see him like pacing up and down, and then just walk out. I'd be thinking, oh, here we go, it's happened again. Like he's off. He's off. But yeah, it's amazing how much for a player the parents affect like how you think, especially if you've been brought up like my dad's been on court with me from a young age, and it really affects me. Like I kind of almost feel his emotions. So if he's starting to pace up and down, it makes me feel nervous. It makes me feel like I'm not doing well, and so sometimes I even preferred not having him there.
And be yourself.
Yeah, and that's why I preferred playing in bigger crowds. So when I played the bigger matches and I couldn't see him, I preferred that, because then I knew he was there, but I didn't really see his emotions. I'd only hear it sometimes when I'd miss a big ball. I could hear him go, "Oh," and I knew it was my dad's voice because I could just hear it in the crowd. But apart from that, I preferred like not seeing it, and then I'd play better. Now the serve is one of the most important elements in tennis. Now if you want to improve your serve, whether it's placement, whether it's power, whether it's the technique or the movement of the serve, we've got a course especially for you. It's free, so click here and join us now, and we'll see you inside on lesson number 1.
And if you're watching on a mobile, click the link under this video. That will take you to a page. All you have to do is enter your email, and we'll send you video number 1 right away.